It's been 3 weeks since Charo, the lab mix, was put on antibiotics while vets try to diagnose her persistent cough. Since then, an ultrasound has revealed the situation is urgent.
So with the ultrasound on Charo, we did find what looked to be a solid mass. It didn't appear to be like a twisted lung lobe or an area of infection. So we did aspirate it, and it came back as likely cancer. It wasn't definitive, but likely.
There we go.
Without knowing for sure what the growth is, Dr. Mike decides that surgery is the best option.
But since the original diagnosis was potentially cancer, I would hate for her to continue to suffer with hard time breathing and coughing if it were something different. We figured we either had to sink or swim.
Dr. Mike will perform a risky lung surgery on Charo that he's never done before, but it is Charo's only chance at a good quality of life.
For us, it's a very uncommon procedure. It's the first one we've done here since I've been here. It'll probably be pretty difficult.
He'll open up Charo's chest cavity and remove the middle lung lobe before sending it to a lab for diagnosis.
The thoracotomy, or opening up her chest, that surgery, in theory, could be relatively simple. On paper and how the books describe it, it's very easy. But when you go in there, there's always surprises.
Sponge.
With such a challenging surgery ahead, Dr. Patty Iampietro will be on standby in the operating room to assist Dr. Mike in case of an emergency.
You ready?
You ready?
Ready as I'm gonna be. All right, we're about to go into the internals.
Okay, so now once he opens that chest, the dog will no longer breathe on her own, so I want you to breathe 10 times per minute.
Once Dr. Mike gets past the rib cage, he will get his first look at the growth in Charo's chest.
There's the heart. Ooh. Wow. This might be a heart-based tumor.
If the tumor is growing out of Charo's heart, it will be almost impossible to remove without killing her.
Hey, Patty?
Yeah.
Do you want to get some gloves on and feel this? What you feeling there, Dr. Patty? Tell me what you think of that.
It's gonna be really hard. It's also stuck to that other lung lobe.
Yeah.
It looks really bad. I don't think we can do it.
At this point, I was either going to euthanize her or what I did in surgery would have killed her. But since somebody else agreed that it would be difficult, I was like, I have nothing to lose by proceeding. And so I just kept pushing away at it.
To remove the growth, Dr. Mike will have to maneuver around major veins that carry blood to Charo's constantly beating heart.
We had to dissect away a lot. We had to remove part of the sac around her heart. We had to dissect it away from some major arteries and veins, which was also very scary.
Fortunately, Dr. Mike makes an encouraging discovery.
So it's not attached to the heart. That's good news. The mass, whatever it might be, is kind of adhered to the sac around the heart. So we're trying to slowly dissect away to find out where we can actually remove it from. So it's just a slow process.
All right, Dr. Mike.
Slow and scary.
It's not a heart-based tumor, but Dr. Mike has hours of complicated surgery ahead to save Charo's life.